Mr. Chair.
Paruhinog, ikaw?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yung early morning raid sa bahay?
Yes, Mr.
Ilang
Chair.
patay doon?
Ang patay?
Ilan?
Simultaneous yun sa area, sa 6 search warrant, 16,
16.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay, basta operative yan, general, mga operative. Okay. Sa entire 28 career mo, 28 years career mo sa police, ikaw ba'y nakatanggap ng instruction, whether in writing or sa pananalita, na ginamit ang word na neutralization bilang code na patayin mo?
Sa pagtanda ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, wala akong specific na sabihan na i-neutralize. Huli ay yung arrest, marami.
Kaya nga, okay. So, ikaw ba'y nasabihan na arrest pero code word yun na patayin mo?
Hindi,
Hindi.
Mr. Chair.
Ikaw ba'y nagamitan ng ibang word na code word sa napatayin mo?
Wala. May isa, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yung trabahoin.
Okay.
Patrabaho yung ganon. Pero
Anong basa mo nun? Anong intindi mo dun sa trabahuin mo?
the result din, Mr. Chair, hulihin, yun lang talaga palagi ang...
Pero anong ending ng specific na trinabaho mo? Napatay o nahuli?
Nahuli. Nahuli yun,
Nahuli?
Mr. Chair. Nahuli.
Maalala mo pa pangalan? Sino yung subject matter ng trabahuin mo? Na nahuli, ang ending ay nahuli din?
Mayor ng Gandara, Samar, Mr. Chair, with the person of Mayor Cabuños, at saka may apat niya na security na police na warranted.
Anong year yun? More or less?
2011, 2010, 11, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yung pagtatanong ko sa iyo, yung pang-credibility questions na po ito kasi
Yes.
hindi naman, drug war ba yan? Hindi.
Hindi.
Yes. So, just to test yung credibility po. Apo. Seto ba to? Yes.
Are we commencing questioning Colonel Espinedo, Mr. Chair?
Bigyan po sana ng time lang kung may opening statement si Mayor Mabilog at saka si Senator Laila De Lima, and then after their opening statements, kung meron man, hindi ko kayo pipilitin, then we now open the questioning. But we will follow the order. May order tayo, tapos magti 10 minutes po tayo, pero kung pwede mag-request, iklian natin mga 5 minutes per senator. Okay, so ladies first, Senator Laila De Lima, just in case you want to deliver a statement. Yes.
Very short.
Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Very short, Your Honor. Mr. Chair and the honorable members of the subcommittee conducting today's inquiry. We can destroy and we need to destroy drugs, but we cannot destroy lives. Yan po ang sagot ko dun sa very passionate defense of the former president as to his policy of killing alleged drug offenders, alleged drug pushers, alleged drug users. We can destroy drugs, but we need not destroy lives. I just wish to emphasize that. I said that in my privileged speech in August 2016 after I filed a Senate inquiry, a resolution calling for Senate inquiry. This man, the former mayor of Davao City and the former president of the Republic of the Philippines, for so long have evaded justice and accountability for the thousands of those killed in the name of the so-called war on drugs. Hindi pa ho natin siya napapanagot after all these years. And these killings had started nung time pa niya as mayor. Yung phenomenon ng Davao Death Squad. Pinatuloy niya at nagiging klarado dun sa mga naririnig natin sa House of Representatives Quadcom hearings that yun din ang ginawang modelo ng war on drugs starting 2016. I was hoping that Colonel Garma and the others who already testified there at the Quadcom hearings, including also Kerwin Espinosa, would be here so that, our discussions, our presentations would be in sync with each other, or that we listen to them again, and then I will respond to them. Now, I responded to the crisis that we faced starting in 2016, as I said, by filing the resolution and by delivering a privilege speech. Ang problema, hindi ko po yun natuloy, yung aking pag-imbestiga noong mga nangyayaring patayan early on dun sa nung naging Pangulo si Rodrigo Duterte. Malungkot po ako, or actually I have mixed feelings now. People have been asking me, how do you feel that you're again appearing before the Senate for the first time? I'm setting foot in the premises of the Senate. Ang sabi ko, mixed feelings dahil sana nga noon pa, hindi na natin hinintay yung libo-libong mga pinatay.
And for the years 2010 to 2016, under the Aquino administration, there were 85,878 recorded killings with an average of 14,313 killings per year, 1,193 killings per month, or 40 killings per day. You were the Justice Secretary during the Aquino administration. Why did you not investigate these killings?
All right. May I start by saying that on the matter of EJ case in general, especially with respect to the killings of activists, I did recommend, and it was adopted, there was this Administrative Order number 35, creating an interagency committee to look into the various drug killings, to the various activist killings, targeting members of progressive groups, leftist organizations, and that was somewhat rampant during the time of former President Arroyo. Now, bakit wala pa po yung drug killings? Kasi nga po, pinapapursu ko pa sa NBI. It was not the real focus then of Administrative Number 35, which is the Special Interagency Committee to address extrajudicial killings. Now, talking about the Gordon report, you mentioned the Justice Committee report, which was subsequently headed by former Senator Dick Gordon. Sinabi nga niya po yon na bakit yung EJ case lang, bakit yung ibang mga EJ case ay hindi natin kailangan imbestigahan o hindi natin inimbestigahan dun sa Senate Committee. Mukhang may problema po sa ganun. Kasi ang nakita ng committee, ng majority committee in coming up with that committee report is that, well, hindi actually nila nakita na may special complexion at the time, at the start of the drug war killings beginning 2016 under the Duterte administration. I'm not talking about the drug war killings kasi wala namang ganong war on drugs specifically in Davao City, although among those, or many of those victimized, were also alleged drug offenders aside from petty criminals and other kinds of criminals. So, nakita dawat yun, and that was the very point of my resolution that I filed calling for an inquiry, na medyo ibang fenomeno nito ngayon sa war on drugs na ito sa ngalan ng war on drugs ay may mga pinapatay in numbers, substantial numbers in the name of war on drugs. Kaya dapat hindi yun naging issue talaga. Bakit hindi na lang natin imbestigahan yung buong mga pangyayari ng mga EJKs in various administrations? What they failed to appreciate, I'm talking about the committee report, is that the focus of my investigation ay yung mga dumadami na halos araw-araw na pinapatay since day one of the former president's assumption into office, and even before his official assumption into office, meron na talaga na mga pinapatay araw-araw, halos araw-araw, nakita natin yon.
Thank you, ma'am.
So that's supposed to be
Mr. Chair.
the focus.
Ma'am, teka muna, Senate President Pro Tem. No? Reminder to everyone, especially the members of the committee. Ang subcommittee natin, ang instruction natin, Philippine War on Illegal Drugs. Okay. I know malaking overlap niya sa EJK because marami siguro ngang napatay in the name of Philippine War on Illegal Drugs. But this is not strictly an EJK hearing or investigation. Okay? Basta klaruhin ko lang po sa inyo lahat, lalo na sa members na subcommittee. May mother committee tayo, yun ang instruction sa atin. Investigate the Philippine War on Illegal Drugs. Okay?
World neutralize na puro killing lang ang gusto niyang palabasin. If you can remember, Atty. Jokno, during our senatorial debate doon sa UST, almost 6 years ago, sinagot na kita tungkol dyan. Kasi insisting ka na pag-neutralize, patay agad. Sinagot na kita extensively doon sa debate na yun. Kaya nga siguro ako nanalo. Ginawa akong senador ng taong bayan. Dahil nasagot ko yung tanong mo na yun. If I will give you the Google meaning of neutralize, ito pong nakasabi. It is a verb. Render something ineffective or harmless by applying an opposite force or effect. So ano ibig sabihin yan? Render something ineffective or harmless by applying an opposite force or effect. Effect na sinasabi, yan ang sinasabi mong negation. Negation operation. Paano gagawin yan? Kasi sabi mo, gusto mo magpulis-pulisan eh. Gusto mo yung term ng pulis, talagang insist yung gusto mong meaning eh. Yung negation operations ay pagkakandak ng operations against the suspects. Pag magkanda ka ng operations, chances are na pwede mo siyang maaresto, pailan mo ng kaso, para makulong at hindi na siya makapag-commit pa ng further crimes. Ineffective na siya sa kanyang mga criminal activities. Ngayon, sabi mo patay. Yes, pwede mayroong mamatay dyan sa neutralization kapag ang suspect ay lumaban sa operation because by all means, ang police has to defend themselves. Self-defense. Ewan ko. Tanungin natin itong mga former chief PNP kung ano ba talaga ang meaning ng neutralization. Dahil alam ko, police, military, at maraming organization gumagamit ng term ng neutralize. Binibigyan lang kasi ng masamang meaning nitong mga anti-Duterte na people. Ngayon, kinukot mo pa yung PDEA director na yes, he's free to make his own meaning, his own definition of that term. But ito ngayon, tatlong former chief PNP, Mr. Chair, can I ask General Gamboa, when I say neutralize, anong ibig sabihin yan? You have the floor.
These three former PNP chiefs came after the PNP chief ba to? So tama. So,
Correct.
Yes.
And if
So-
indeed that memorandum that I signed, cited by Attorney Jokno, was true,
Nabasa
then
nila eh.
they were covered by that memorandum. And I would like to seek their opinion. as to the intent of that memorandum. Is it really killing? Otherwise, kung gusto kong patayin yung mga suspect na yan, bakit pa ako gagamit ng neutralized term? Gagamitin ko ang to kill. Bakit ko pa gagamitin yung term ng neutralized, Mr. Chair? Can I hear from General Gamboa, Mr. Chair?
So in order sa kanila. Sige, who came sige, ganito sa records ko, no, after naging chief Albayal, after Bato de la Rosa, Albayalde, Gamboa, Cascolan, Sinas, Eleazar, Carlos, Danao. Ganun na nangyari. Sige. Okay, the question of Senator Bato, he wants to direct it first to lawyer pa pala itong ating lawyer, former police chief, Attorney Archie Gamboa. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. First, I'd like to put everything in the proper context, because if you only deal with how Attorney Jokno has interpreted the Command Memorandum Circular, you will have that kind of bias. Now, as an opinion, there are at least 3 laws that prohibits disclosure of classified documents. There's Napolcom Circular 2016-002. There's Republic Act 3019, Section 3. And there's Republic Act 6713, Section 7. All of this prohibits on the part of the government employee to divulge plans like this. For your information, that plan that was presented is classified as confidential. There are limits to the access of that. Why? Because while it may not endanger national security, peace and order, and public safety, it might be prejudicial to the interest, prestige of national government activities. It may cause administrative embarrassment. It may cause unwarranted injury, and it may be advantageous to other nations. I am telling this because, first and foremost, those documents are not supposed to be accessed by the public. But this responsibility lies on the government employee themselves. Pero ito, wala na tayong magawa, Mr. Chair, dahil lumabas na siya. Now let's go back to how policemen would interpret this. Before we became members of the Philippine National Police, we were members of the Philippine Constabulary. And the word neutralization can often be found in operational plans of the military. It's always there. So probably, as we transition to the now Philippine National Police, we carried the same interpretation. Now, if you look at the entire CMC, the Command Memorandum Circular, in the coordinative portion, it emphasizes respect for human rights as embodied in the 1987 Constitution, respect for police operational protocols. It's all there. So if you take it in its entire context, you don't necessarily mean neutralization is killing. Because it may cause, no? There's a question of bakit nag-iba ang shift ng strategy ng PNP to double barrel? Bakit merong tukhang, merong HVT na sinasabing nagde-determine ng drug list? When you are a member of the military, even in our campaign against the insurgents, we always start with the order of battle. The order of battle is the list of suspected communists, be it armed guerrilla or even legal fronts. Because this is where you start your work. Because if you start from nowhere, where are you going to go? That's why in our campaign against illegal drugs, we start with a drug list, those that are listed. And then from there, we develop strategies first to look at them, maybe if we can file the appropriate cases or conduct probably bypass operations. Ang mahirap kasi, if you take this into just one context and one page, actually I have listed that during the CMC 2016, there was a mention 4 times, page 3, page 12, page 15, and page 16, and negation in page 5. But if an ordinary policeman would interpret this, it means it will still be based on how the law operates. As a chief PNP and as a lawyer, I would not allow that it will go out of the bounds of the law. Mahirap kasi pag kunin mo yung context na iisang page lang or dito ka lang sa neutralization. Why don't you go through the different pages? This is a memorandum circular covered by almost 18 pages. And take the interpretation in its entirety. Hindi lang dun sa neutralization. I don't know what could be the reason, but that's how a former chief PNP and a lawyer says it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chair.
Pwede ako follow up.
Yeah.
But is the word neutralization commonly used in police documents? Sige, sige, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Ha?
Yes, sir. Even
So-
in the military, sir, as I have said.
In the police, kaya ako kinocontextualize eh. Huwag tayong kinocontextualize ko. Kayo ba police? You consider yourself military?
No, sir.
Wala police. So, in the police context, common ang word na neutralization.
Yes, sir. Even if you can see on the
So-
different 6 memorandum circular, you see it's
Ano,
a,
kaya nga, that's one document. I'm now asking you, before ka naging chief, siyempre, ang lawak na experience mo, madalas mo na-encounter sa police career mo ang word na
yes,
neutralization?
sir. Yes, sir.
So just as you made the study kung ilang beses ginamit siya dito sa
Yes, sir.
document,
Yes,
can
sir.
you give us a study kung ano yung mga police documents na na-encounter mo ang neutralization
No.
at saka negation?
I am just saying, sir, that the 6 memorandum circular issued during
The
2016
six,
to
okay.
2022,
6.
the neutralization and the negation has always been used in the different circulars. And this
And-
has passed through at least 3 chief PNP signing the
Yes.
circular.
And did it all start with this particular memorandum circular, the number 16-2016?
Yes, sir.
Dito ba nag-umpisa?
Yes, sir.
Kaya nga, so after this, madalas nang gamitin si
Yes, sir.
neutralization.
Yes, sir.
Yun ang point.
Even
Okay.
even on the memorandum circular signed by Chief PNP Albayalde,
Ah.
maybe because of the misinterpretation, the neutralization has already been defined.
Has already been?
Defined in the
Defined.
definition of terms.
Albayalde time na. Sige po. Chief, itong aking records dito, ano ka? You were chief of October 14, 2019. Kino-consider ka na ba chief nun? Up to...
Yes, sir, as officer in charge, but limited on the.
Up to September 2, 2020.
Yes, sir.
Tama.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Alam mo ilan ang casualty sa war on drugs? Do you know? Sa term mo?
I think 662, sir.
662.
Yes, sir. We have already list on the different died in police operations on the different terms of the chief PNPs.
Yes. Basta in your particular term, 662.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Mr.
Mr.
Chair.
Chair.
Yes, Senator Risa.
Salamat kayo, Mr. Chair. I'll be asking follow-up questions after all the former chiefs PNP
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
spoken. Pero I think may binanggit po si former Chief PNP Archie Gamboa at least 3 importanteng punto. Una, talagang magkakaiba yung sa militar or even the PC before bilang military organizations na gumagamit ng yung list of targets at saka yung use ng word na neutralization. Iba talaga sa context ng kanilang dating counterinsurgency operations ng PC at ng AFP until recently na pumipit sa external defense. Ibang-iba supposedly ang PNP. That's why nagpasa ang Kongreso noon ng PNP Reform and Modernization Act to create the new PNP. So ibang-iba po yung paggamit ng neutralization or negation sa PC noon at sa AFP, maaring hanggang ngayon, kesa sa PNP. Pangalawang importanteng binanggit ni former Chief PNP Archie, sinabi nga nila na why would they want to arrest rather than have those effect of killing. Kasi po, yung isa pang pag-uusapan natin in this hearing or perhaps the next hearings, Mr. Chair, merong tinawag na nangyaring perverse incentive. Lumabas na po sa isang resource person. Pag aresto, walang reward, walang incentive. Pero pag napatay, may incentive. At may gradations pa ng magkano yon, depende kung low level or high value yung napatay or pinatay. And pangatlo po, I just would like to return dun sa piniresent so far ni na Attorney Jokno, Attorney Chel, na pati doon sa mga nakuha nilang after reports ng PNP sa mga napatay, yung mga nakalista earlier for neutralization or negation, nakalagay po killed. So in the course of the years of the drug war, in the course of the years of the EJ case, talagang napagpalit-palit na yung neutralization, negation, at yung pagpatay as a description and siguro in the nature ng mga human organizations sa pagkaintindi even during the operation. So just for the record, Mr. Chair, bago yung ating iba pang former chiefs PNP.
Senator
Salamat
Bato.
kayo,
Yeah, Mr. Chair, thank you. Mr. Chair, I have given this body the Google meaning of the word neutralization. This time, I would like to share with you the police meaning of neutralization as defined in page 188 of the Police Operational Procedure Manual. And it says, neutralization, a police intervention in strict accord with the use of force continuum and or principle of proportionality on the use of force purposely to contain or stop the unlawful aggression of the offender. This may include